All right, hello. Quick reading today. Been really busy lately. Hope you're all doing well. So let's see what's going on, how you feel, how they feel, what you need to know as we're coming up to this Mercury retrograde, lunar eclipse in Libra. Ooh, peace, nice. Starfish again, bat again, frog again. Repeating messages here. I do feel like this is could be an apology, could be some kind of transformation that Seven of Pentacles, Page of Wands. I know, if someone treated you like an option, I know that's not what that card means, but in ways I feel like it does here. Look at that, 6-9. I've been getting the sign for Cancer continuously. It's like been a crazy situation. We have 5-9 there, 2-8-5. I think letting go, right now, letting go of what really doesn't serve you emotionally. That a Five of Swords card in particular is always about the inner child to me. 10-10. There may be some kind of idealization you had about how a family or a relationship or a marriage has to look. And it's kind of wanting you to let go of that now. And if you don't let go of it, I think it'll be, parts of it will just be tumbled, crumbled, like there's been a lot of resistance here to actually seeing the truth of the matter. I find it very interesting that these two cards came back up. And the moon in reverse again today with the Emperor and King of Swords. Ooh, choo choo. Ooh. There's still things to overcome about how, okay. The messages feel sort of jumbled and weird. I do think this has to do with the actual journey itself. Look at that. Such interesting cards. Is that you are very aware of who you need to become, how you need to be. It's almost this like romantic relationship with life. I know that sounds really weird. And it could be for some that you project a lot of stuff onto your romantic relationships instead of really mastering yourself. He's got some awareness around this options situation. How he treats people like options. So the moon played a really important role yesterday in and so did this fairies card. I forget now because I forget my channelings. I know it was there and I know it played an important role in basically like how the way things kind of like came out or showed themselves. They're just highlighting that, you know, I remember yesterday when I was reading the moon energy that they were kind of highlighting the black and the white wolf. And how, you know, whatever you feed grows, right? Whatever wolf you feed grows. There's that saying. And part of this is like, this is such an esoteric message. Similar messages to yesterday. That when you feed your insecurities, that's the word that's coming up. When you feed your insecurities, they grow and they show themselves to you more and more. And whatever you feed in the world shows itself more and more. And sometimes when we're chasing something like money, what we're really chasing is not having the lack of it. And you know, there's no negatives in manifesting. So you're really chasing a feeling of lack, right? You're really chasing that you don't want to feel the absence of it. Didn't think this was going to be a manifesting lesson, but I get the feeling that in a weird way, even though your masculine ran from you, if this is resonating, I think your masculine ran from you, at least emotionally, because that's what they're highlighting here, and mentally, that he thought you would chase him. Maybe you did chase him. But there is still a transformation that has to go on. You have the Death card here twice. He has to transform his inner child stuff. This showed back up here after I mentioned the inner child here in this card. And let go of this unhappiness that he has held on to in terms of like romantic relationships. He projects a lot of things out onto other people and uses that as an excuse to have options or to run or to treat people badly, to end things without explanation. He just keeps feeding like his anxiety, his insecurity. Like, I'm feeling really anxious now. And then he comes up with all sorts of excuses and to not take action towards it. Like, did I wait too long? I waited too long. They won't talk to me now. There's all this sort of jumbled up confusion. It's like a ball of confusion in my mind because I'm feeling this lack of self-worth here. Again, the sun and the moon. You know, I think you really put a big spotlight on his insecurity, and we may have talked about a lot of these things, the way that I mean, to me, this Seven of Wands right here, what is reading as emotional unavailability. That's not the meaning of the card, but that's what I feel here, is that you tried your best to like pierce this bubble and you just couldn't get in there. He wouldn't let you in there. And you know, that shield is very strong. And I think part of you guys, because the karmic card's coming up over here, is that part of you felt like, oh, he wouldn't let me in, but he let the karmic in. Or there's some comparison there to how he made effort towards her or towards them or towards it and not towards you. So you know he's capable of it. You've seen it. and he wouldn't give it to you. And that's this worthiness wound, right? For all the work I've done and you've probably done on your worthiness wounds, there's still some more here. It's like they don't want you to turn your back on, I don't know, they're saying like what you know is there. You know something has to be dealt with you. What is it? Free yourself. That's the second kind of card I've seen. There was another one. Getting to know each other, express your love, worth waiting for, unrequited love, new love, soulmate, true love, jeez, flirt, playfulness, calling in your soulmate, passion. There's just a ton of feelings here, a ton of emotion and attraction. I think this is about reconnecting and you being able to be really you, and him and you demanding that he's really him. Like, you can't accept anything but the real, full version of him here. And I do get this weird temptation feeling about something maybe tempting you. And it all is centered around this Knight of Cups in reverse. The flowers, the letter, the horse, the picnic. There's something here that's like, I'm going to set up this perfect scenario. And they were giving me a lot of messages about that card before with you too. And it's like, you may be very tempted by an offer or situation or what appears to be what you want, and yet part of you knows it's not what you want. Part of you knows, like, they're even giving me a bigger thing with this, like it's giving me like, okay, this scenario appears, that's everything you thought you wanted. It's romantic, it's looks really nice. You've dreamed of having this kind of interaction, and then this scenario appears. And this scenario, it's like you really talk about your real story, and he really talks about his story, and there's no flowers, and there's no love letter, and there's no picnic or horse. There's just really hearing the truth about what you guys actually feel. Like, I couldn't say it, but I felt a lot of the same things you did. And it's like, if this appears and this appears, which one are you choosing? Are you going, because part of what they're saying is that there's a chance to repeat a cycle here. And you have got to integrate what you've learned. And it's a choice. Two of Pentacles with the Four of Cups reversed. It's like, are you going to be tempted the same way you were before? To give without getting, and to be kind of seduced. The seduction card is over here. Seduced by the romance of it all, the passion of it all, the Narcissistic tendencies. This says empath, narcissist paradigm, being charmed or used, enable boundaries. I guess this is a question about boundaries, which is what this circle is actually giving me right here. And they're kind of showing me like a path leading up to this door where we have the lotus flowers, all your chakras lit up. Look at the dove of peace right there. You know, you're being led. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's crazy right there. You're the one that's going to have to open these golden doors. I feel like you're going to get this opportunity to... saying I'm missing something. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. It's like, don't keep yourself trapped in this illusion. You know, I have brought this up before, but it's kind of like these two sets of doors here. One is a fake wall that leads to nothing. And actually, you can't see what's back there. It is actually something. It may be a mirror, but there's words on it. And oh, I see, that's the front of the cupboard. There's a book, cobwebs, and like a peanut or something. And what they're showing me is that it really looks like a facade. And are you going to be dazzled by the facade, or are you going to be demand to know the reality of it there? And there's something very strong. We have fairies, Libra, Emerald, scared what their family will say. There's something about fairies here. It's a very interesting energy. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up here, but that's what's on call for you right now. It's like you've got to demand that he allow you in the bubble if that's what you want, and not give you some idealized version. And that may mean that, you know, you're friends first, or just friends for a while, whatever that means to you. I'm not trying to tell you. Strength again, hope, integrity, mirrored souls, time out, awaken, free spirit. It's interesting. It's really asking you to free yourself. It's kind of like I'm getting like free yourself from hope and connect at the heart and connect at the mind. And in a lot of ways, hope is, you know, kind of, it is a fantasy energy, but it's not really, see, go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Time to take back control of your life. It's a fantasy in a way, but it's also, it's just not dealing with reality, really. You know, you can be hopeful that things turn out well. Is there anything else, Spirit? I guess we're going to draw a few moon cards and then I'll be done. It does seem like green is being highlighted. They're kind of pointing out this green opal that I have. Oh, I just saw a green card. You are good enough, full moon in Virgo. A lot of you should take the time to, this has been coming through for like a month, I want to say. It's like clear out mental clutter, clear out emotional clutter. clear out some things. Oh, and anyway, I'm going to end this. Bye for now.